Hello, traders. Thank you so much for joining us into today's session. Again, I apologize if the sound, or anything is like not that clear. If it is, please let me know. Because again, I forgot to charge my laptop before I go live stream. I done this before. I'm still doing it. I'm very sorry. So later on, I will connect my microphones. But do let me know if you guys are having any issues at all. All right. Hello, Ali. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. The very first chat today. I have, guys, an update for you pertaining to the earlier live stream today, which we did, pertaining to gold, and the market is moving beautifully, guys. So whatever we analyzed, right, and then we kind of predicted for a move towards the downside, it is going beautifully. Of course, I didn't enter this trade because, like I said, if I wake up at 6 today, I would have, but I don't want to take trades in between. It's just not worth it for me. Especially, guys, come on. Today is a Monday, so let's just relax, just be happy, okay, that the trade is actually going in our favor. So once the trade actually reaches in this second key level range, then we can probably aim for another potential opportunity. Okay, so we just wait from now. Okay, for those that don't know who I am, my name is Guna. I've been training for almost 4 years now, and what I do and my purpose of my live streams and my YouTube page is solely focused for you, to share as much free information pertaining to the latest price action in hopes that it will be able to help you guys as much as possible, especially give you guys as many up to date and live free predictions for you, potential trader, to try out your own trading strategy into understanding where the next market may be heading to. Everything is fine, bro. Amazing, Ali. So happy to hear that. Please analyze BTC and ETH. I analyzed this morning already, but I will speak about it today. Let's do it right now. I'm actually anticipating for a sell. So this is the reason why I'm anticipating for a sell. So I'm kind of waiting, for this to close below this line. So yeah, so far it's looking as a beautiful selling opportunity lah. So if I were to enter right for a potential sell model, I would focus on BTC, Ali, if you ask me lah. If any of you guys ask me, the reason behind is because ETH, even though come within this range, right, we are not really showing much of a momentum. This is kind of consolidating already. Okay, I don't like to see this. This means it's showing me we don't really have that much of a power in ETH yet. But again, New York session never opened yet, right? So let's just be patient. But at least BTC is showing me a lot more of a rejection power once we come inside of this range, right? We're actually seeing bearish moves down, correct? Okay, actually price actually closed below already this range. So this is a good thing to see lah. Yeah, so if you ask me, right, Ali, I think bearish lah. I think bearish for BTC and ETH. Are you a crypto trader? I saw you join my live streams a few times already, but I never managed to really speak with you and understand what kind of pairs do you usually trade. Do you solely trade crypto? That's amazing. How long have you been trading, bro? But to answer your question, Sal, for BTC and ETH, we highlighted this today's live stream earlier, but that's the directional bias now. As of now, just be aware that New York session also haven't opened yet. So if you guys are planning to enter any sell opportunity, remember that since the market kind of already moved, right? Okay, hold on. I'm not so sure why my trading view is acting up. Is for you guys, is it looking okay? Okay, now it's fine. Just remember that market, right, moves like this, right? Impulse, if downtrend lah, since we are predicting for sell, right? Pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse. Okay, this is how a beautiful downtrend will look like. So if you guys are entering right now, just be aware it is within this range. So anytime we can potentially see a pullback occur. also. Okay, so just be very careful in terms of the entry models lah. Okay, this will be the most ideal one. If you ask me now, can I enter? Not, of course. Actually, trading is a very complex thing, right? It's a Rubik's cube. However you guys choose to solve it, that's trading. As long as your end goal is you are able to solve all of the sides of the Rubik's cube, great job. Just remember, if you enter like in this position, the risk will be higher than entering from this ideal area. Okay, past 5 years, wow, amazing, Ali. That's so nice to hear. Past 5 years is a very long time. So not even 4 years, almost 4 years now. So guys, since we analyzed the BTC and ETH earlier, so I just want to update to you guys that our predictions, yes, it is moving according to where we are seeing the market head to. I want to show you guys GBP JPY. It didn't go as planned. If you see, market actually came within this range and then it pushed above. This is why we do not enter any position the moment price come inside of this range. Okay, let me show you guys. Where is my phone? I think my phone is not here. Okay, then later I go and get my phone. Okay, so I just want to show you guys that I didn't enter any positions for GBP JPY. Okay, then my wife brought my phone. Thank you so much. To show you guys, transparency is what? Everything. Okay, so I go to today. Okay, so you guys can see it. This is for today. So today, yeah, no trades. Okay, there's no entry for GBP JPY. No entry at all yet. Okay, in terms of Forex pairs. This is why I really love it so much when I change my trading patterns in terms of not reacting when price comes inside of a range. The range means something to me, okay, but it doesn't mean that I should enter. I would love to see how the market reacts first. I mean, am I seeing any form of reaction, guys? We gotta be honest with ourselves. Are we seeing any form of reaction? Definitely low. If you're asking me a reaction towards the upside, means yes lah, we have that reaction lah, a powerful reaction towards the upside. But is this bad news or good news? Anything is good news. It just depends on how we see it. If the market, guys, continues to do this, okay, continues to break above, we just wait for the retest and see again if the market is, what reaction are we seeing here? If we start to see bears come down, means okay, then don't trade, guys, today. Let's just wait, because the market is not sure where he want to move yet, unless the market comes here and then we start to see bulls kick in. Then I know already my primary focus will be buys. Okay, so for GBP JPY, guys, it is pending as of now, but based on what I'm able to see, right, in terms of how the market is moving so far, of course, it seems that we are about to break this range to move towards the upside. Let me see in the bigger time frame. Okay, we have a bunch of liquidity ranges resting here, which probably price wants to go and take up. We also have certain fair value gaps. Yeah, so there are probability of price actually moving higher. Let me see, is this the all-time high for GBP JPY? I think so. Let me check it out, guys. Give me a moment. Okay, no, not at all. We have all-time highs above here. Very, 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 very high. So about 251 point. Okay, why not I just do this? There we go. High 251.115. Okay, that's all-time high. So we're really low compared to where price initially went to. Whoever plays shorts that time, how nice. I mean very bad for the currency pairs for sure. Okay, but in terms of like whoever did shorts that time, amazing. Hello sir, hello Lion. Thank you so much for joining us to today's session. So guys, GBP JPY, hold off first. Since now is like 6 p.m, right? The probability of us seeing a potential entry model is best for us to wait for New York session to kick in. Okay, this is just my personal opinion. prior to entering any positions lah. Okay, for GBP JPY. XAUSD, no positions as of now. Because I'm not really seeing any form of powerful or strong reversals yet lah. So the possibility of us at least reaching this blue line, which is 3283.030, is still there. Okay, the directional bias is still there. Unless I start to see any form of reversals happening, then probably I will restructure my key level ranges to identify the new, key levels in terms of where price will be playing within. But as of now, guys, we are still quite clean in terms of the movement of a bearish move down. Okay, so gold, nothing much. I will only find a possible opportunity once we reach a certain key level range. BTC, we already spoke about already. Okay, we seem that we are moving down for BTC. ETH, do not focus. I will not suggest you guys to focus unless we see US when the market comes in, right? Really got some kind of movements, like good movements. Okay, then we focus on ETH. But right now, all of this sideways movement is not nice. BTC is beautiful. Dogecoin, guys. Dogecoin, I also analyzed it a little bit before I actually came live. Okay, just to understand where are we seeing price move to, right? Price never really went above this key level range. Okay, we are still sitting within it, and then I'm seeing price kind of respect this level and also swap certain forms of liquidity. Okay, we have this liquidity sweep here. Let me just highlight a bit. This liquidity sweep here, this liquidity sweep here. Yeah, we also have this liquidity sweep here, guys. This one also. So market kind of swept quite a few liquidity ranges now. All of this is kind of almost low resistance liquidity, but because they are very far away, right, it's not considered. Okay, so primarily what I'm kind of anticipating for Dogecoin is a move towards the downside again, and then we wait for a certain form of retest, at least within this range, for us to potentially focus for a selling opportunity. So this is what I'm kind of predicting for Dogecoin. Okay, primarily we want to take our our profits out within this range. Okay, primarily within this range. Let me just confirm. Yeah, roughly within this range, or we can focus on this liquidity here. So, but we gotta wait at least New York session. I think we will see something in New York session today, guys, if I'm being honest, because the market is kind of aligning in terms of a potential trend movement. But then since we are quite close to New York session, right, I would not recommend you guys to enter anything for Dogecoin as of now. I did not actually properly analyze Solana, so I cannot give you guys any predictions for Solana as of now. Okay, but if you want to focus on anything, like I said, BTC lah, the one that we spoke about earlier today, you guys can focus on BTC because the market is moving according to where we predicted it to go, which is a selling opportunity. Euro USD, GBP USD, guys, I never see much of a I can't say interaction. That's so funny. Much of a reaction. Okay, primarily it does look like a good buying opportunity, but for Euro USD is in the opposite directional bias as of now. I'm seeing strong movements towards the downside, but I'm not really seeing that much of a strong movement. Yes, we did see this move towards the downside, but it isn't a very strong movement in my opinion if you compare to Euro USD, guys. I mean, look at it. You can really see it. Okay, these are very huge candles, especially this is 1 hour candles. So bears really wanted to win, and they really won. They really dominated almost this entire candle, guys. They managed to push price, you see. Focus on it. They managed to push price up to this level, and they close here. This is not far from where their ideal goal was. Okay, this is not far. So they really did something here. Okay. So GBPSD isn't really showing me that, but again I will reanalyze GBPUSD, and then if there's any entry opportunity or any entry models that I can find, right, I will just inform you guys, especially inside of my social media page now, which is Instagram. I will just post on my story. So if you guys aren't following me, then you guys can consider. If you guys like to follow me, and then also keep up to date in pertaining to any potential trades that I'm taking, any trades that I'm actually looking at, what trades I'm predicting. I do post there time to time. So feel free, guys. I have links to my social media page in the description below. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. I would be more than happy to answer you guys. So you see AUD USD also, we did analyze this earlier. Okay, I was kind of anticipating for a move towards the upside, but it didn't happen. Okay, so primarily I am kind of, I don't know, price is kind of showing me that we may go to this key level, but again, everything depends right now what we are able to see in New York session, because I'm not seeing any form of reversal here based on my trading strategy. Yeah, I cannot see any form of proper reversal happening yet. So we are still moving down healthily. Not really healthily lah, okay? Market don't like this. Market don't like to see one single candle color. Okay, if you go bigger time frames, right? Daily cannot, daily too big. You see? Market don't like to see these things, big candles, only one color. Market like to see mix of colors. Why market don't like this, I think, is because this will create gaps. Okay, singular big candles will create gaps. Remember this, huh? See, these gaps. Okay, these are no gaps. So we have two gaps here. If you guys are wondering what is these gaps, this is fair value gaps. Essentially, they act as magnets. So our potential, a possibility for the market to move up here, not really that ideal. Okay, I do not think that my market will move up. I believe so, but I'm not sure if it will move up until this range or not. Primarily, I think we might have a small pullback, and then market will go. I mean, if the structural points does not change up, if we are still bearish, market will go to this key level range at least. And if finally market wants to go and close those gaps will be used as magnets to pull market back to this key level range, because it will come to close all of those gaps, and the gaps are within this key level range. So that's what I'm kind of anticipating, but I won't be doing anything now, of course. I will just wait since New York session is about to start, guys. USD JPY. Okay, so these are actually I didn't actually analyze anything. This is just an example for a student that I have. So I just gave an example. But if you guys like means I can do some form of predictions for USD JPY. I think I did draw certain key levels and key lines and everything. I did draw. But if you ask me right now, did I see anything or not? Not really, guys. I'm not seeing anything. But so far, seems like we're moving up. Okay, seems that way. But again, a bit too soon to say now, because like I said, New York session is quite close by, right? So since this is USD JPY, right, let's see New York session what will happen. Okay. So I think, guys, to be honest, that's it, guys. We don't really have that much more to analyze today, because Monday is a very chill day. As traders, I would advise you guys, on a Monday, do not look forward to taking much trades unless there is a clear one. Like gold, there is a clear one, but I missed my opportunity because the trade actually happened at 6 a.m. today. Okay, other than that, BTC is a current opportunity. I won't lie, BTC is a current opportunity for potential sell model. Alright, so that's the trade that we highlighted in our live stream earlier, which you guys potentially can enter for. Euro USD, I do not like how the market is moving lah. But right now, right, you can see, let's zoom in, guys, for you to look at. Can you guys look at this? This is indicating a sudden desire, strong push towards the downside. Okay, I think you know what? I can connect my mic for a while. Wait, the end ready, then I connect my mic. At least something. Hello, can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, please let me know. So, will BTC have a pullback close to the fair value gap before go down? Okay, let us check. Good question. Okay, so if we are referring to H1, all right, the fair value gap that I can see is this one. So, if we are clarifying if BTC will move up to this section before we start to see a potential move down or not, based on H1, if this happens, okay, there's a way how it must happen as well. Not must, a healthier way to happen. If we start to see pullbacks like this is not closure. This mustn't be a closure. If a candle comes here and this is a wick, imagine the body closed below here. This is a wick, and then you start to see bears come in. Yes, then potentially it is supporting our buyers. If you ask me if it will come here or not, I cannot 100% say, guys, because fair value gaps act as magnets. So how we use fair value gaps? I give you an example. This is how we use fair value gaps as traders. We do not use them to predict market potentially will move here for us to find an entry model. Of course, fair value gaps play within the entry model criteria, okay? But they are just there acting as building blocks to support our buyers. That's all. So, for example, how we use fair value gaps in a better way, okay? If, like, say, from this sense here, right? Imagine we are predicting for a buying opportunity. What else can support our buying opportunity? Let's say, okay, market is inside of an order block right now. Wonderful. Market right now is bullish. Wonderful. What else we can do? Find fair value gaps. Why? Is because fair value gaps act as magnets. So the probability of price want to move up is just adding, you see, it's just add our building blocks, order block, market structure, fair value gaps, liquidity, all of this stuff when you add, right? So your bias gets stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why we see some traders online, they will say A plus setups. I'm not sure if you guys have been exposed to this type of contents or have seen it online, but in YouTube and all, right, they always say A plus setups, A plus setups. So the plus and the A all indicates in terms of how many building blocks they are able to see that fits their bias in terms of the market direction. Okay, so if you ask me, the fair value gap here will be filled up for a potential pullback. I cannot 100% say for sure, but I do not personally think that will happen now, because in terms of how the market is reacting within this range. But ETH, right? Since ETH is a little bit slower, there is a possibility, if there are any fair value gaps, for price to actually move back into first. So in ETH sense, right? Let me see. No, ETH sense also, it already happened, guys. So this is the fair value gap. Okay, so it showed reaction within this range. Okay, it came within this fair value gap, and then now it's starting to move towards the downside. So yes, ETH, it did happen, but it's already past tense lah. For BTC, because it's already moved a little bit lower, right? If we start to see market really moving up to the fair value gap, just be very aware in terms of the closure. Okay, because for advanced market structure ways, right, you guys will be able to understand which are the levels that if market close above, probably we are starting to move up already. When this happens, right, it's actually close by the fair value gap lah, that we are speaking about based on H1. If that happens, you guys should take out your trades early, because the probability of price respecting this range is unlikely. Okay, I hope that was clear. I'm so sorry. That was a little bit in depth and also very long. Okay, but again, in my opinion, I do not really believe it will go to the fair value gap. But again, we must always humble ourselves and understand that anything could happen in the market, since all we do are predictions. But it's a very good thing, Durga, that you are able to analyze that there is a fair value gap there. Okay, awesome job. Okay, so our predictions for BTC so far is beautiful, guys. ETH now seems promising, but again, please do not make this mistake which I done before. before I understand that certain markets, they kind of correlate, they kind of move in the similar direction. So whenever I enter one trade, I will enter another trade in the other market. If you ask me, this benefited me, not, yes, God, but not all the time. Most of the time, it destroyed my trading capital. Do not do this. I no longer do this, and it changed a lot for me. If we invested in BTC, even though ETH kind of correlates and kind of follows, do not reinvest in ETH. Okay, just invest in one currency pair. Remember, risk management is everything, guys. The more trades you enter, the higher risk you put your account in. It doesn't matter if it goes, every trade go in the directional bias that you are predicting. It doesn't matter, because while you trade all of those trades, you already put your account in a very high form of risk. It doesn't matter if we all hit TP or not. Okay, because why? Trading is prediction. It's always prediction. Okay, so gold so far seems okay lah. Okay, I will check lah within this 1 hour, and then I will try to understand and see, because I didn't enter for gold, but why I want to see is because Monday is the day that it will form my bias in terms of my key levels, and then I will be able to understand, okay, where is my weekly bias, okay, the potential liquidity that market feel like, you know what, this week I want to go to this liquidity, like that, understand what I'm saying? Market also have like that, sometimes we feel like, you know what, today I think I want to go for a 5 kilometer run. No, 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 no. This week, you know what? I should finish 5 kilometer in terms of how much I can go for my job. Something like that, like an end goal. Okay, market has a weekly goal. So if you're able to identify the weekly goal, which in this sense is liquidity, you're golden, guys. Okay, you will know already, just to focus primarily on what direction. Okay, so I like Mondays because that will help me form my bias even stronger. Then, okay, so GBP JPY, guys, like we're anticipating, it is breaking above this range right now. Okay, so you see 35 minutes. Does that mean we enter buy now? No, please don't do this. Okay, wait until a proper break. Wait for it to come back within this range. At least once you start to see bulls pop in, bulls means what? Bulls are the primary drivers for a move towards the upside. Bears are the primary drivers for a move towards the downside. When it comes down here, also wait for reaction. See, are you seeing bulls or not? If bulls are supporting your bias, then you guys can focus on a buying opportunity. Okay? Where to aim for? You just drag this thing. If this is your entry, this is your sell. Okay? You aim at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Of course, if you ask me, just doing like this okay or not, definitely no, this is dangerous. Okay, you have to understand in terms of liquidity, where is the closest form of liquidity. You need to understand if market breaks above this range, where market want to go to. That is why I give the example of this week, my goal is to finish 5 kilometers. So right now, if market break above this zone, what is its goal? You have to identify that. Once you identify that goal, the market goal, okay, just go with it. Go with his flow. Support his goal, and he will support your account. Okay, just understand that. Then it will change your trading journey already. Okay, guys. So I think I will end the live stream today, guys, at here, since we did 2 live streams already today, which I'm quite happy about. Do not enter anything for Euro USD or GBP USD, in my opinion only. They are not aligning, and one is moving crazily, one is kind of pausing. But if you want to possibly enter for opportunity, Euro USD seems a lot more promising because there's a lot more power involved, okay, compared to GBP USD. GBP USD is very slow. AUD USD, I want to see market come here. Will it come here or not? I do not think it will come here within today. Okay, so but directional bias for AUD USD is also sell. Okay, so USD JPY. Okay, nothing. I didn't analyze USD JPY. The beautiful one is BTC, guys, and gold so far today. Okay, overall we are looking for sell opportunities. Okay, So, guys, I'll end the live stream here today. Thanks. No worries. Thank you so much for asking the question. I appreciate every single one of you that has joined the live stream. If you guys would like to learn how I break the markets, okay, I actually have my own personal 6 week class whereby even if you have zero experience in trading, I I can actually help transform that for you within 6 weeks, whereby you will be able to look at the market and understand your directional bias exactly the way how I did it. I've been trading for almost 4 years now, and it took me 2.5 years of losing to really understand and find the things that I am seeing today. Lah. So I can help you guys achieve that same goal within 6 weeks of intensive training if you guys are up for the challenge now. Okay, if you guys feel like you're interested to find out more details about it, of course, you can reach out to me through my WhatsApp, which I have the link in the description below, or I have an Instagram handle there where you guys can go and check out my highlights, okay, my stories. I post all of my transparency in terms of the trades I take there. So you guys can actually also learn from them and at the same time really look at the possibility in terms of trading itself. Okay, trading is real, it's very real thing. You just have to, how to say, believe really in yourself that you can make it. It definitely you can make it, guys. It always starts with you. Everything starts with you. Okay? So I will catch you all in the very next live stream, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care, traders. Trade safely. Goodbye.